Okay, test, test, test. Ah, cool. Alright. Pause that. I think my broadcast is much more stable with the regular stream now, the live streaming now option, the stream now option, the live streaming section. Kind of like it more. Why is this on right here? All right, cool. As I was saying, or what happened was I was trying to do a live event broadcast, but it was giving me issues. So I decided to do the regular standard one. So yeah, so I was working on this right here. File, save as. All right, so if I go right here, just to keep you guys up to date. Sorry, I have been a little ocupado. Also, my wrist was bothering me a little bit. Found out it was just due to kind of my new setup. It was causing kind of a strain on my wrist. My old setup was where I used to sit down. I'm currently standing on like this smaller area, so my arm kind of hovers as opposed to being able to rest. So I kind of figured that was the issue. Wrist feels a lot better. Not completely there, back to how it used to be, but it's getting there. So some pieces here. Let me show you this right here. If you're a fan of Avatar: Last Airbender, I updated this piece right here. I've already been saved. I already saved changes. I'll come back to that max piece in a bit. Let me go to here. I'm going to click import old my version 1. I'll be changing stuff. I'll be showing stuff, new stuff, old stuff. Well, you probably seen it maybe. Let me go ahead and move this right here. So I updated this piece right here. I did broadcast a couple days ago. It was late at night though, super late. So as you can see, there's two versions right here. As you can tell, one's much more defined on the left, and on the right here. So on the left, much more defined. On the right, more kind of abstractish features, a little more cartoony. But you could I definitely like the newer one I made, or adjusted. And it has the little thing in the back here. It was missing it before. I had to add that with epoxy clay. It was annoying. But yeah, so it's kind of cool. I did that. I'm really happy with it now. Hop over here. I made this little thing right here. It was for a puzzle where it will activate something if all 9 reindeer are placed correctly. It's a Christmas themed puzzle. So what happens is that there is a magnet that goes in the head and backside of the reindeer, and there is a RFID sensor that goes in here. What happens is if you place the reindeer in the correct area, there will be a set of sensors behind each one, where if they're placed correctly, will then activate something that will happen. I've been tinkering a little bit and thinking about making my own stuff that you usually see in like escape rooms. You know, with my sculpting and ability and things like that, and my 3D printing stuff, I can make my own custom puzzles. So I think that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, so I made 9 of these. Each one has the reindeer's name on it. Where there's a board with a sleigh attached to it as well, with a night background, which is pretty cool. I also found out the names for the sensors here. If you ever want to use a magnet instead, it's called a reed switch. Pretty cheap little thing to get. That's pretty cool. It magnetizes it, makes a complete circuit, which activates. You know, it's like a little switch. So right here, I was working on a Venom a little bit, a bit of All Might here and there. I don't know, I've been back and forth with the work. I haven't worked back on Jax yet. I was a little distracted. I do want to work on a new pose for Bowsette. I felt Bowsette should not be paired with Mario. I feel like Mario is a distraction. He's not very useful to the piece. I want something more, I want to say revealing, but I want the piece to be more of what the buyer or the fans want. I'm going to be indirect with that. Alright, so let's see. What the heck? I'm so confused. I'm kind of shocked, really. I'm checking something right now. Huh. I'm a little baffled right now. Sorry. Usually, I don't know. Never mind. I'm just a little concerned. I really do like this right here. The features right there. The muscles look really nice. I do want to change the boots sometime. I'm going to add the strap here and there. He's missing out part of his boots here, where there's some sort of buckle thing going on right there. I just want to enhance the features a bit more. BDS. The Damien standard brush, which is also called it's right here. It's called the Dam brush, Dam standard. It's kind of funny. So the thing is that kind of bothers me is that this should kind of go kind of bothers me because it should be more like kind of like I'll bring this deltoid out a bit more because it's not making sense. There it goes. Because the bone connects right here, which then connects to the scapula. There's a little bridge parts right here. The scapula connects to the collarbone from here. There it goes. Because I have to make sure this makes sense right here. There it goes. Huh. I'm a little baffled right now. I don't know. I'm a little off right now for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe, hopefully, maybe someone will. Maybe the usuals will chime in. I kind of miss the people I would chat to on this here. It's fun. I just really love exaggerating these features of like these heroes. It's kind of nice. Really a lot of fun. I really do enjoy it. I'm not sure if I want to add this right here. I'm usually a fan of adding kind of a section right here, but I might not do it right now. But got that right there. I'll be working on the Bowsette piece in a moment. So if you're not familiar with the Bowsette piece I was making, so that's the Max. If it's a comic book hero, which I'm surprised they have not made a movie of yet. Which would be a pretty crazy dark one. The Bowsette piece I intend to work on. Yeah, let me go ahead. Is this the one here or not? Hold on. Okay, let me go ahead and do that. Would you like to save changes? Oh no! My heart. I accidentally clicked no. Sad day. Let me check. Where's my quick save? Oh, I think it's saved. Let me check real quick. Let's say no. This time for sure. Yeah, not all this changes. Oh gosh, dang it all. I'm gonna have to add those. Okay, I'm gonna add that real quick. BDS right here. Sorry. Okay. Let me go ahead and add this right here. This little detail there. This one right here. Let's add kind of that right there. I might change that later. Let's go ahead and add kind of that right there. Go to the BMV brush. I'll pose them too. I seriously should not be working on them this much. But that right there. Drag this down right here. Position this right here. But how's everyone doing today? Hope everything's good. BDS. I'm gonna go ahead and drag. I'm gonna go ahead and enhance this right here. I'm not entirely sure that's what I want right there. Kind of bring that right there. Something along those lines right there. Seriously, quite literally along those lines. Got that there. Let's go ahead. I really Max is pretty cool. I'm even making his little alien things. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. The Max creature. I'm gonna save this for sure real quick on file. Save as. All right, you may not be able to see this right now. It's because it's probably hidden. What happens is with this software, this program, Max enhance, no undo, save. There it goes. I show these little creatures here. Let me go ahead and switch my window here real quick. Let me go ahead and go to here, to here, to here. As you can see, these are the creatures right here. So you see the Max right here. He's pretty cool. He's from Image Comics. These little creature here are like, it's been a while since I've read the comics. But you can tell the comics are quite demented in a sense. By the way, he's like a hobo. It's weird. I don't know how you got this super buff hobo. So I made a little creature. It's okay. But yeah, alright, let me go ahead and hop back to the other piece real quick. So I kind of intend to make him in some kind of pose. Oh my gosh, if I could just select the correct one. There it goes. Oh, did someone say something? It's Al! Al, I missed you. I missed you, Al. What's up? I know, it's been a while since I broadcasted. I kind of miss talking to people on here. It's been lonely. I'm planning to redesign. I'm not redesign. I'm planning to. Yeah, I guess I am. I'm planning to redesign the Bowsette piece. I felt the Bowsette piece needs work. I just feel like it's not people's intentions if they're ever to buy or ever get a Bowsette piece. They don't want to have Mario involved in it. I kind of want the focus to be on Bowsette. Like I want something awesome. It's just been bothering me. I never got around to printing it because I'm like, I don't like this. Like I liked it in the beginning, but it's just like, bleh. I know it has been a while. I know. I found out my wrist was bothering me a little bit here and there. I found out with my setup it was causing a weird bend in my wrist, and I was sculpting with more of my wrist than my whole arm. So that was also kind of the reason why it would bother me. My wrist feels so much better now after I pinpointed the issue. Oh yeah, so let me go ahead and show you what I've been working on now. So you have, other than that piece right there, that's recent, right? Let's go to recent. Let's go ahead and say yes. Make sure we save changes and say yes to that. I made this little thing. I made all 9 reindeer. I have all their names on here. It was for a puzzle, a Christmas puzzle, where a magnet goes here and here, and an RFID tag goes here, where a sensor will detect the correct reindeer or the tag matched with the correct sensor, which will then activate something when all 9 reindeers are placed in front of a sleigh, a little sleigh on a board. So I've been also dabbling a little bit with making my own puzzles, where potentially could be used for escape rooms if I ever want to make my own. I'm also starting to learn how to make my own stuff, my own kind of puzzles for escape rooms, I guess. I have a friend that dabbles in this. So he likes my concepts and designs for some things, and yeah, it's going to be interesting. I was working on I tweaked the May I made before in a previous broadcast. I reprinted it also. Let's say no to that. Then let me go ahead and import. Oh great, I hate when that happens. The file. Avatar ing. Let's go May. That's old May version 2. You'll see I have improved this piece quite a bit in a way. It's very small changes, but overall much better. As you can see here, the faces. So you got the improved version and the old version right here on the right. As you can see, the left one is much more superior in the sense of the face here, the look. Also, she has her little hair thing in the back. I didn't add that to the original one. I do need to improve certain parts of the piece still. But overall looks much better. Nose is lower, nose is not so high, it's not so abstract looking, like rough looking. But overall looks so much better. Looks much more like the show. The cheeks are much more defined as well. There's some sort of contour to it all. But I think I really want to work on. I was working on Venom a little bit too. I'll show you Venom real quick. I had to finish the All Might piece, so I actually ordered one right here. I put it on my Etsy just kind of as like a coming soon thing, and so I like ordered almost like right away, like the second day it was up. Let me see. Let's go ahead and go to the Venom piece right here. We'll save changes. I actually had to ship out a few items this week. I'll put an Etsy link later on in a later broadcast. Not this time, probably. You can probably find my shop, but I've already changed it. Does it change it? No. I was working on Venom a little bit. You can see his face is a little more gnarly looking. I kind of like that. I added some teeth, a little bit of. I don't think I did any definition on his body at all. I do like how gnarly his face is starting to look. I might even make his head separate because I want to work on like the details of it. I started emphasizing certain bone features or musculature along the side right here. I put emphasis on some kind of gesture along the lines right here. It's gonna be a pretty gnarly piece. I like my Venom more than the. Okay. Let's see. I personally don't like the static postures, because this is the way I start, so I can always reuse it later on for a future piece if I like, which is kind of the whole point of it. Let me go to my light box and let's go ahead and hop over to Bowsette and actually. Is there anything else? Oh wait, maybe All Might first. Come on. Wait, I clicked it, right? I didn't do any changes to the Venom piece. So here's All Might. I really like it. I could probably just print it right now. It's pretty much ready. I just didn't want to print just yet. I didn't want to get ahead of myself because I have a different face for him. as well. If I wanted to, I could show you real quick. I do want to show you. No, not that one. That's terrible. I should delete that one. This one is kind of like the standard. The reason why his eyes aren't really defined was because I was intending, when painted, you know, to be black, you won't really see his eyes. Now this one right here is the intention to show his eyes, maybe make him a little larger, but like to have that weird, I would say Sans from Undertale blue eye look kind of deal, where it's kind of intense, kind of glowy. Because when All Might gets a little intense, his eyes kind of glow or something. Yeah, someone told me, messaged me like they really love it and they would like to get a copy, and I'm like, okay. They said their friend saw it and fell in love with it, which is cool. All right, I know, like, I love that, and it's kind of the reason why I kind of like sculpting is I make stuff and people like it. Let's see, project has been changed. Would you like to say changes? I have not changed it. Alright, this is the kind of the older Bowsette piece actually, where I was making my ideas or redesign. So this may not be the correct one. Hold on. Let me open the later file here, or the newer file. I think actually the reason why I opened this file, I think, was particularly because she starts in T pose. I'm going to get rid of these Marios right here. I'm going to go ahead and file save. This is something, a different file save as. I'm going to repose her. I need to redesign this. I just do not like having Mario included. I like the Bowsette, the Bowsette piece, which I'll probably want to go ahead and work on a little bit as well as the Jessie piece I worked on a while ago, and maybe get some other pinup figures going. We'll see how far I go. I have to probably go to sleep in about a couple hours anyways. So you can't see anything right now, probably, most likely. I will bring it back in a bit. What happens when I'm saving it? It automatically hides because I don't know. That's how the software works, I guess. Oh my gosh, I can't find it. I think I put it pin up. No. Where the heck did I do with the? Oh, I'm trying to find. I have a lot of little files here. Oh, wrong. Gosh dang it all. This one. No, that's not it. Oh my gosh, hold on, sorry. Is it under female figures? Oh, it is. Bowsette. I'm open. Oh no, I'm saving project. I don't want to save it. Oh wait, I do want to save it. Never mind. What am I talking about? We're talking about Willis. Bowsette self. Oh, by self. Call that. Oh my gosh, I can actually not have caps lock on. Those are nice details. Oh, you never seen? Okay, sorry, I haven't checked checked the comments out a little bit. The suit details. Wait, were you talking about the Venom? You must have been talking about the Venom, or were you talking about the Max? Have you heard of the Max Hell? I want to do a redesign of the outfit as well. I particularly don't really like the long draping. Don't get me wrong, I do like it, but at the same time, it was kind of a weird concept, which is kind of hard to kind of keep. I'm gonna go ahead and delete this. These are old Marios. If you want to see like the original, like anyone that's new to the broadcast, that's Bowsette, that's Fallout, that's the Avatar, that's the Mario Dragon piece. All right. Oh no, wait, that's not it. It's this one. I think. Oh, this is the more refined one I was planning to do. I wanted it like this. This is the one I liked more rather than the whole kind of dress thing. I'm thinking about replacing these with stars. I don't like the mushroom personally. I think it should be one mushroom here. But as you can see, yeah, I say maybe stars instead. Yeah, I personally would like to have this one printed compared to the other one you saw previously, which isn't as refined. But let me go back to the other model real quick. I like this overall design of the dress here. It's just so much more like simpler. Simple yet kind of better. I'm also thinking about maybe having the leg, maybe not these here, but maybe more of spikes around the legs here as well. I don't know. Yeah, the refined version does look much cleaner. Much cleaner. Some little things that have to be cleaned up here and there. I might even change the face a bit as well. We'll see. That's why I want to hop back over to the Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of these rejects right here. Yeah, see like the different Mario ideas I had. I was thinking about having I was thinking about enhancing the piece a bit, if you know what I mean. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and start refining this a little bit. I might even change the dress a bit. Oh yeah, I don't like this whole draping dress thing. It's kind of annoying. I think I'm going to go ahead and actually, not the draping, I'm going to get rid of this thing right here. Let's go ahead and delete this. Go to here. BMV. Let's go ahead and actually start messing around with this here. Let's pull this kind of down right here. I don't like how this is kind of like, so I might even have to change the dress a bit. I might have to bring out the body features a little bit, maybe even taper this a bit. Not too much though. I think that's too much probably right there. I just wanted something to be a little more revealing, I guess, in a sense. I just feel like it's just hiding too much details. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to mask part of this here. Is this separate? No, it isn't. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Go ahead, John. Give me some ideas. Go ahead. Give me some ideas. I am open to ideas, man. Thanks for stopping by the way. You may actually have a hand in actually developing a Bowsette statue, because I just felt like it was just kind of lacking my original design. Let me see. I can always shorten it. I'm starting in T pose just so that, so I can always reuse the model if I have to repose it or even make it into a bust. The face is kind of throwing me off a bit. I might want to tweak that. I might even enhance the chest region. I need to go ahead and do this right here. I need to group some of these. Hold on. Because I am not happy with it right now. I'm going to go ahead and... Actually, I don't want to polygroup the chest region. Let's go ahead and make sure the body's the same polygroup. Let's make sure... that is the same polygroup. I want to go ahead and retopologize this real quick. Hold on. I could definitely make it short and tattered. I was thinking about having... Let me see how that would look actually. Hold on. If I made it short. Kind of hang in right here, pull this in right here. want to have this. Okay, well, I'll do this. Okay, let me go ahead and actually duplicate this, and I'm going to actually go ahead and go back to what I had here. I'll hide the address here. I'll see what I can work with this here, because I'm going to delete the hidden topology. Let's go ahead and close holes right there. Let's go ahead and start kind of smoothing this out right here. Kind of pull this down a bit here. Let's see how we like the short dress design right here. That's the thing. It needs to be kind of what you said right there. I'm not going to say it, but that's exactly what it needs to be. Maybe the horns. Maybe I think. Oh, I need to import the crown. Hold on. I made a new crown. This crown is kind of outdated. Let me go ahead and import that real quick. Geometry. Let me go ahead and save this real quick. I actually have it. I have it on Kirby. I made Kirby with the crown. It's Kirby doesn't transform, but you know how Kirby takes an item. All that changes really is maybe a crown or the object he ate will pop up on his head. So there's nothing different about Kirby. But let me say this real quick. I think I'm just gonna make this a Bowsette broadcast, but I really want to. Oh, you know what, John? Since you're here, you want to see the Bowsette piece? I think you'll like it. I don't know if you've seen it from my other videos. Let me see if I could get it real quick. Also, are you a fan of Boku no Hero Academia? Would you like to save changes? Yes. Oh. So this is haven't worked on it in a while, but I'm probably going to taper this right here so it's not so thick, just because that would be a lot of resin in the sense, and I don't want to have to use a lot of resin. I am thinking about making copies of these molten casts. And yeah, there's that right there. Let me go ahead and hop over to the also, if you're a fan of Boku no Hero Academia, I'm not sure if you are, but and I finally got some of my printers fixed, my 3D printers. So I have actually about 3 that I could currently run. I have a 4th one, which I don't really like to use too much. That's cool. Yeah, it's also in pieces. And then here is the book. I'm going to actually get rid of these here. Like some of the stuff are kind of old, and I kind of should have had this printed maybe like a month ago, but I had to keep moving on to like other projects. It's not that I didn't want to finish it. I just like things would bother me about, which I still want to continually work on. That's kind of the thing, is you got to find a point where you got to stop. Just stop it. Also, I feel like the knee pads definitely did add something though to it. Oh yeah, I don't think you guys saw the redesigned shoes. The shoes were kind of blocky, but I made these ones actually like actual dress shoes. I was also thinking about putting Boku no Hero Academia on here. Do I actually have that still on here? Or did I get rid of it? Oh, I know it's still here. Oh, he's nude. Oh, that was when I had a circle base on it. Okay, cool. Okay, let me hop over to Bowsette again. But before I do that, I have to get the crown. I have to export the crown file that I made. Where are you, Kirby? Kirby. Oh, here's Kirby here. It's this one. Let's say no. So I've made a little Kirby statue here. I made it from a broadcast before. Oh wait, I think I made it. Oh, that's right. You can't view it because I made it a private video. Whoops-a-daisy. I like this crown a lot more than the one I currently have. So I'm actually going to add. I'm actually going to go ahead and export that crown real quick. Crown main, yes. Cute little thing. Let's go ahead and see the pieces here. So it's made in 3 pieces here. You got these little peg things right here, which fit into the piece right here. It's a Super Smash Brothers base. So as you can see, these little pegs right here, they're kind of the extraction right here. Where if you look at the base right here, the Super Smash Bros. Logo thing here. So I made it into like a Smash trophy. It fits right into there. So if I wanted to, I could paint that, which I did actually. I actually uploaded it onto Instagram. What it looked like painted. And the crown fits right there in the head. It's actually an oval and not a circle, so it kind of falls into place properly. I should make that video public again. Actually, I also recorded the time lapse of it. Gosh dang it all, man! I keep forgetting to upload stuff. Like I don't know. I have. I don't know, like there's times where I get really busy, I get really into working, and then all of a sudden I'm like, ugh, I just feel like I just want to relax. I want to be I mentioned before in a broadcast before, I want to be a dog trainer as well as I want to be like some sort of software engineer or something with maybe web development or something. Along with sculpting and doing escape rooms, like not doing escape rooms, but like making escape rooms. That little bit of information is probably new to this broadcast probably. Okay, let's go hop back to the, would you like to say changes? Wait, that's still, the Marios are still there. Let's say no. Now let's go ahead and change this crown out because this crown is bugging the heck out of me with the way it looks. Let's go ahead and import the new crown. Oh. I might change it a bit. I might pull it back again, like right there. It's a little better. Might actually elongate it a bit. I'll leave it that way. Yeah, that's going to make it a little more revealing. I agree with John. John, you are a genius. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I actually have some reference images, maybe. Hold on. It's not living up to the Bowsette expectations, is what I feel with the Mario. Let me go to here. I'm checking for the. I had a salad earlier today. Oh my gosh! Now I do not want to see these. I want to see that one thing I've come across. Where's it at? What the flip? That's not what I want. That's not what I want. Where it? Oh my gosh! I didn't save it. Hold on. I have to do a emergency search. Actually, I got ZBrush. Well, lucky me, I got it. Actually, got it cheaper than that. ZBrush. Does ZBrush really go up that much? ZBrush isn't that bad. It's actually quite flexible. It's quite nice. Now, I have tried Blender, but it's been a while since I've done Blender. But don't get me. I like the stuff that ZBrush provides and the ease and flexibility. I'll show you what I mean. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's do this. I'm gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and append a sphere here. Append a sphere. You gotta like this. This is a new update too, by the way. Okay. So these are new updates, which I love. As you can see here, this is a new thing called. Thing was just released last year. Not the most recent one that was released like 6 months ago or something, but it's called a Gizmo 3D. And the cool thing is you have all these deformers here. It's a pretty cool little thing right here. If I wanted to, I'm sure Blender has something along these lines. But you have all this kind of control here to control like certain kind of parts of it. You can block stuff. That could be a freaking alien right here if I wanted to. It's kind of cool. And then if I wanted to, I could just pull this right here. I don't know. I'm just giving an example right here. It's a nice little move brush right here. Let's go back a bit. Let's go back all the way back here. I haven't even tested all these features yet with this Gizmo 3D tool. I am able to go back to the previous tool, which is this one right here, which I was like, meh. It was always kind of difficult to kind of remember each one of these things kind of did. ZBrush isn't all that bad. The more you use it, the more you use something, the better you get with it. And they have plenty of free videos for you to be able to watch and be able to learn how to use ZBrush. They have a whole bunch of videos and people use it, like I do. You can watch me. The community is pretty good. But this is something that's pretty key. Now notice this is something that was added recently. Oh, where's my symmetry? Oh, there it is. All right. Now, no, you are familiar with topology right here. You can't do much with this. I know that there's some sort of decimate feature in Blender, but this one is pretty cool. It's called Sculptors Pro. But to give you a little reminder about the restrictions of it's pretty blocky here, right? Like, obviously because of the resolution of the topology. However, with this little brush right here, let's go here. It adds detail to the topology. It decimates it pretty quickly. And also, this is a cool little thing here is that ZBrush is not really reliant on graphics cards. Now, I don't think Blender is either, but it does a really good job. So if I could switch between the move brush. The move brush doesn't mess with the topology. You pull this here. It's a very powerful sculpting tool. Blender's great because you can animate. Let's go ahead and say let me make a face here. And it's cool. It's just I feel like okay. Let me see. How can I put this? I would say the 3D modeling aspect I would say is not as strong. Well, maybe I haven't completely understood it in ZBrush, but I feel Blender is definitely a great place to do some low model polygon work, since it does have the potential for animations and whatnot. Let's go make a generic maybe male face here. I'm gonna go here. Bring these eyes in right here. Bring this kind of for the nose. Bring this out. Oh, that's not what I want. Come on, work with me. We'll start with that. Okay. Not very impressive right now. It'll get there though. Can make kind of the cheeks right here. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and have that brush on. Let's go BCB right here, which is play build up. As you can see, topology is kind of really low. I'll go ahead and start sculpting. The smaller the brush is, the more topology that is added. The larger the brush, let me go ahead and demonstrate that. So right here, as you can, is it on? Yeah, it's on. As you can see here, not much is added, but if I go smaller with the brush, it adds a lot of topology. Now this can be adjusted in a menu along the side. So you can go ahead and not worry about having your whole mesh being like heavy with unused like vertex or points. So it's pretty convenient. I don't know, I just love this. This one feels so much better though. Like here you add the features right here. Maybe a little bit in the skull right here. I don't know, this is just a little generic. I'll get back to the Bowsette piece in a bit and everything. But like, see, it like adds detail to this thing, which seems like relatively like you shouldn't be able to have detail to. Right here, let's go ahead and add this right here. I use this to make Coco, like Coco from what is it from? I didn't make Coco. I'm just saying that it was like this feature alone made like I didn't have to worry about having different layers or subdivision groups. But don't get me wrong, it does have a point. It does have a place in sculpting or even just modeling in general. I just feel like with this here, it just made things so much easier, I guess. at the temple here. Add some lips, I guess. Right here. Add that part right there. Actually, I'm gonna just kind of doing some. Also, I like kind of when I make a metal face, I kind of like to have this very caveman-like nose, I guess. Also, don't forget the brow ridge, of course. Along with this part right here, that there. I'm gonna pull the lips out right here in a moment. Sorry, I haven't checked the broadcast comments yet. Now this is where you take the move tool, of course, and you move it around to kind of better suit the kind of look you're trying to go for. Bring the lips out. Sorry, I didn't really answer your question. I would say it is actually, it is kind of somewhat easy to kind of learn in a sense. I would say my traditional sculpting background has helped with picking up like the sculpting nuances, I guess. I just got to make sure this is correctly proportioned. Make sure everything is right with the. I like to make the middle jaws kind of wide right here, and then this is all wrong with the cheekbone, which should be higher. As you can see here, like the unused topology is not like, well, you know, it remains low, while the places that require a lot of detail goes high. I'm pretty sure that I think Blender has that kind of feature, but it's just so, I just feel like it's just so much easier sculpting in ZBrush than it is with Blender. I just remember how much of it. I have a more powerful computer now than I did when I was using Blender, but it's definitely a lot of fun sculpting. Let's say probably. Yeah, I know it has a pretty steep price point right there. Price with ZBrush. I got it. Luckily for me, I got an older version of it, and when I tried like getting it, registering it, because I bought it on eBay. I got like the full version of it for like I want to say half the price. But it was significantly cheaper than what you mentioned to me right there. I should probably stop making the face. Just my point, it has so many features here. I haven't even talked about all of them. The different tools, the accessibility right here of insert meshes, and just so many things right here. If I wanted to, I could add like a body part if I want to. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't usually like adding these features, but it does help you with getting stuff made right away. Now, these ears aren't even that great, aren't that brilliant. You can make your own ears if you like, which I should. I make my own series of tools, which is a nice thing about ZBrush is you can make your own insert brushes as well as like curve brushes and all that stuff quite easily. I don't want to say quite easily, but once you understand it, like these ears would be like place markers. Not a fan of it though. Not a fan of these ears. I need to make my own insert brushes. Let me go ahead and actually shrink these in a bit. I would say the artist's favorite, most beloved tool is probably the move brush. Man, these ears, I hate these insert ears. As I said before, you can even upload other artists' brushes if you want. So sometimes you can just buy them on Gumroad or stuff. I don't know. Also, the cool thing is the insert primitives brush, which I use a lot, such as adding a cylinder, or actually even the Dynamesh feature. There's a feature which, although what happens is say that Like say, you know, you don't have to do low polygon. Oh, whoops! I forgot I was working on the Bowsette piece, the Bowsette model. Say right here, I want to mask this right here. I want to this is where the neck would be at, right? Right about right there. I take this, I move it down. Oh, okay. I move it down like that. Now, obviously, this is really rough right here. As you can see. Also, let me get rid of those ears because I don't want those ears fusing with this mesh. Let me go ahead and delete that right there. Delete hidden. So it's really low. However, if I go ahead and do this, there is a feature. It's called Dynamesh, where it looks over the mesh and uniformly generates a nice mesh. The higher the number right here on the resolution, the heavier the resolution is, the less, you know, the less. But as you can see here, before and after right there. So with this on, before and after, it's a nice little feature here where you can continue to work on your piece, and it will combine, you know, your model together. If I want to add a sphere here, it's really great if you want to do your own kind of concept work. You just want to throw shapes together. It's a very useful tool, and I feel that Blender doesn't have it, although it is technically free, which is a nice little thing overall. You make a rib cage right here. I could push this right here, make that there. That right here. If I wanted to, I could just merge that right there, and now it's one thing right there. I could insert a series of multiple bit. This is something I've used a lot actually, this Dynamesh feature. These could be like the shoulders here. You know, I fused that. Now that's one piece, right? As you can see, so before and after, which is pretty cool. And you know, these are separate poly groups. I could select between them. I could mask them and work on, say, BCB right here. I could even have the sculptress brush on, the Sculptress Pro, and I click. See how if I have a larger brush and I sculpt or I start smoothing it, it like lowers the resolution again, which is pretty nice. It's very nice because say if you have a piece and you need it to be kind of very round and not very sharp, you can enlarge the brush and you can decimate the surface here to kind of smooth it out without having to shift between subdivisions. It looks funny right now, but my point is that there's so many other features I haven't mentioned before. Say, let's go to the other tools. You as I said before, like any mesh you can insert, you could have your own brush for that, your own series of brushes. But the cool thing also is like the you know, like snake hook brush. The cool thing about this is that I take the snake hook brush. Oh, that's funny. I put it right there. I can make like tentacle things here. Now, normally, see how it automatically kind of generates on and how smooth and fluid that was. It was nice. Oh, my computer's pretty strong, but you know, you wouldn't be able to kind of do it that easily on some of their programs. I could even had a whole bunch of them along the back right here. Kind of like a concept kind of deal here. I don't know. This is a bug man. What the heck? Amoeba man. Oh, let's go to the curve let's go to the curve brushes. I like there's different like curve, where's it at? Oh, I like this layer brush right here. This is a cool little tool right here. Basically, no matter how hard I pressure go over it, it only goes by a certain amount to, it's pretty cool. And then if I go over it again, see if I can have some overlapping kind of features here. There's that, and see how they kind of step like that? It doesn't go, it only raises it a certain amount from the surface that you start sculpting on, which is pretty cool. And you could make your own brushes. That's the cool thing too. I know I said that before, but it's really great. I feel Blender doesn't have all these options. I would say if you get some commission work, you'd probably be able to like cover the expenses of ZBrush in general. Like, there's a reason why ZBrush has been gaining some popularity. You know, it's always been used in the movie business. Oh, you know, there's Mudbox and there's maybe Rhino 3D, and Maya and stuff like that. But I use this primarily for sculpting, and it's been awesome. I should look into Blender though. Oh, thanks. Yeah. See, John, I told you. Sorry, I haven't checked here. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Al. It's not that great though. But no, sorry. I didn't want to say that. But like, it is great. It's just like this is a demo right here. Let's hop back to the one piece here though. But, oh yeah, I would then show the curve. You know, there's like curved strap right here. So if I wanted to, I could make like a straps that connect to the surface right here. These could be like belt buckles or something. It's pretty cool. I could even make my own unique kind of So you tried Sculptress, right? You said, John. You see how smooth that is, like the sculpting aspect. Just imagine that's only like a free sample. You have all these other options right here. You have a morph tool that keeps your base model. If you're sculpting, you could reverse it without having to do undo. What's Snake Sphere actually? What is this? Oh, I have not used that. Ooh, that's something I should keep in mind for. I haven't used that before. I think that was a more recent update within the last year. They added that tool. They have a shadow box. They have zero mesher guides. They have a trim brush, snake hook brush 2. Oh, it really shrinks down fast. I'm sure that's just a setting right there. I wanted to show the different. They got basic shape ones. They got a move elastic one. There's just so many of these. I haven't used all of them. They even have like the whole option where you can groom like the face hairs and stuff. You should see some of this crazy stuff on the like the ZBrush or the Pixelogic website. Some of the crazy models are gonna be pulled off. I would say the only issue with this software would probably be kind of the modeling aspect, like the CAD modeling aspect. It still works. I just haven't fully grasped it. Oh, this lathe tool is pretty cool. I like messing around with this. It's pretty cool. Oh. So the whole point about, oh shoot. The point of this brush is you can make your own kind of designs. You can make your own chess pieces if you wanted to, actually. It almost looks like a queen. It's a lathe, you know what a lathe is, right? It's basically, you spin this object around and it makes cuts it uniformly. Heck, you can make your own series of chess pieces pretty quickly with that tool if you wanted to, if you wanted something kind of abstract. You got like a rook, then you got like a queen. Alright, whatever, get rid of that. The clay tubes brush are nice. So as you can see here, it looks like a series of tubes right here. The nice thing about this is I can, I can have chain links if I want as an insert brush, which I'll probably show that a bit. Let me go ahead and there's a whole bunch of, so see right here, it says stroke right here. Now it's pretty self-explanatory, but it pretty much tells you how well you can control. I have the lazy mouse option, or this is where you have the Sculptors Pro option right here, where you can determine how much it divides or decimates the model. I say it's pretty organized. Like if you just kind of look through it real quick, it's kind of self-explanatory. I think pressing Control, is it Control? Oops, wrong button. Pressing, which button was it? Shift? Oh. Pressing the Control button over a certain thing will actually give you a brief explanation of the tool or item. Gives you a little explanation, which is pretty interesting. So right here, I can go ahead and actually change the size of the brush. Change the size. See how it's tapered now. I could go ahead and add some new ones here as well. I could actually invert this right here, or if I wanted to add some other points right here. These I could potentially make them into like arms right here if I wanted to. If I actually place the if I made it right here, it could potentially be armed. I could extend this part right here if I tweak the settings properly. Well, they're not correct, but I'm just saying, give me an idea. Just kind of like if I ever wanted to kind of get some sort of rough thing right here. Okay, hold on. Don't get too crazy, okay? Like, go ahead and look at some videos, determine what you want. It's great, okay? Find a way. Are you in school or anything? Or so you can get probably a discount or something, or a student version or something if you like, so you don't have to pay the full price. Then when you have enough money for the full version, you can go ahead and you can just pay a small little amount to or a smaller amount. No, it won't be a small amount. It would be pretty much the same price, but it'd be broken into chunks, I guess, to be able to use it for work in general. It's pretty cool though. Like, don't get me wrong, I made some pretty rad stuff with this program, and it's very nice. Doesn't require a powerful graphics card. I would say a good processor, like an Intel i7 with maybe 16 gigabytes of memory. Heck, 32 would be even better. But 16 is pretty good. I haven't had any issue with 16. Because this thing doesn't require a graphics card. You know, we got a little IRO model. Actually, hold on. It's a great thing. As I said before, I haven't even talked about all the features of this. Like, maybe I'll go ahead and give an example of the. Let me go to BIT right here. BIT search. Okay. The Q cube. Okay, just to give an example right here with like the features right here. The what is it? Where is it at? There it is. Okay. Q cube. You know, it's very basic. If I wanted to, I can go ahead and I haven't learned everything about it, but there is a Z remesher tool, which has gotten a lot better since I first started using ZBrush. It's basically it's a way to model, to do low polygon modeling. You got bevel, bridge, crease, all this stuff right here. You got polygroup. If I wanted to, I can polygroup a certain edge, or I could even polygroup this one as well. Oops. Right here, I could maybe change a different polygroup right here, which if I hold Alt, is it this one? There it goes. Okay, a different polygroup. I wanted to, I could go ahead and cube mesh, which is basically like extrude, but it's a little more smarter, I guess. Let's say if I grab this here and I pull this down, see, it kind of like automatically kind of gets rid of the polygon. I kind of dragged and I clicked, which is not how extrude usually works. Cube mesh is it's just a it merges certain topologies. It's like, say this edge right here. I go to Q mesh. So right there, it kind of just snaps. Or maybe I want to bring this edge out. See this right here? I could pull an edge out from there. Don't pay attention to this side. Or maybe if I wanted to, say if I did pull an edge out. Oops. Right here, I can probably return it back. Oh, no, or not. Or I can just keep pulling. Now, it's a little glitchy right now because I have symmetry on. I don't think I have local on. Try that. Nope, I don't know what's going on here. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Let's turn symmetry off. X. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why it's so laggy right now. It's weird. It's not normally like that, especially for something simple. It's probably, is it because this is on? I don't know. Oh well, but okay. And you have all these features here. So look, see, you got the Z modeler options right here. You get split, mask, insert poly loops, extrude. You got all these different kind of things right here. And then you got targets. You want a single poly, you want all polys, all quads, triangles behind and polygroup, brush radius, all this kind of stuff right here. You can do polygroup right here, and I can extrude a certain part of it right there. So I just extruded all the parts that are the same polygroup. I could do it again. If I don't like that, I guess I could pull it back. I tell you the undo option would be the better way to do that. Now let's say I want to go ahead and maybe extrude extrude instead if I want, or I could just do a single poly and just pull this side out right here. Pull this up right here. If I wanted to, I could probably pull this edge out. See, I connect that. See, that's the Q mesh. So right here, it's the Q mesh right here. I could just click this up. Oh, I did it wrong. Gotta make sure I have the select correct one. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I know, not very. There it goes. So I was able to bridge that right there. If I wanted, I could take this Q. I could take this right here, and I could combine it with this one right here as well. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Whoops-a-daisy. It's not going the way I want it to. Not right now though. Like, it's going more laterally. There it goes. So I want to combine here and there and make stuff. I don't know. Oh yeah, you know. Oh, you know what? Since you brought action figures up, hold on. The cool thing about the recent thing within this year of ZBrush was this cool feature called Live Boolean. So essentially, say I have the shape right here, right? Oops. Let me go ahead and actually. So say, you know, booleans, you have to usually overlap geometry, and then you have to subtract it to see it. Live boolean gives you a live preview of like what the subtraction will be like, and you can, you know, it's let me see. Say if I make this into a subtraction mesh right here, and then I click live boolean, and it kind of ghosts it. I could actually move this. You can see what happens with the topology. You can actually see kind of the resulting subtraction or the mesh will look like. It gives you a live preview. So it can help you with making your own action figures and stuff, because you can make your own subtraction tool or your own. Also look, okay, so aside from this right here, now say if you don't want to subtract, but you want to have overlapping geometry. So where are these two models overlap? You got subtraction, you got addition, subtraction, and overlapping geometries right here. I guess an example would be, I would have to make one. Hold on. Gosh dang it all. Just gotta turn my boolean off. Let me go ahead, turn that off. Let me go ahead and append a, let's say a cylinder. Let me go to this here. Was the cylinder what I wanted? I'm not entirely sure. I think I might wanted a cube. Oh, whatever. My point is that I use this all the time. And what I do is not for action figures. Just it could be used for action figures. You can actually check their website, and they will actually give you a little example of a figure where you have basically you would make your own joints, and then you would use it to subtract from each of the let me shrink this down. Let me make a cube so I get my point across better, so you can see what I'm talking about. Hold on. Where is it at? Where's my? Is it initialize? Yeah, it's initialize. Q cube. Q cube. BZM. Let's go ahead and insert a. Let's go multiple edge loops. 1, 2. Let's delete that. Let's go ahead and I guess bring these a little closer together. Let's go ahead and Q mesh. Just polygroup this right here and here. Q mesh. Pull this up. Oh, that's not it. Polygroup all. So say this is like your typical joint, okay? Let me go ahead and actually make this a little better right here. Pull this up. I should add some more poly loops here actually, so you can, so I have kind of developed my own kind of joint, I guess. Not that kind of joint, but okay. So something along the lines of that, alright? What I can do is I could always enlarge it if I wanted to. Let's go ahead and maybe make it like that. And then maybe bring this side down right here. Maybe enlarge it a bit. So the whole point of this, it may look weird right now, but say you had your own joint here. I could move this and I could go ahead and insert it like right around. This is just like demonstration purposes, or maybe I'll bring it down here at the leg. It's not perfect. Like I just kind of just made this. My point is kind of just show you kind of like what you're potentially able to do with this. So you say you have that right there, all right? Then what you can do is you can take the light boolean option, and you can make the parts. You can make the parts. You can have the leg parts, which would be the lower leg, which I go to here, and I make the subtraction here. And basically, you have your own little joint here. You can even add a cylinder across here, which can make the little hinge here, which I would have to add a separate subtool, not separate subtool, but BIT, let me go to this cylinder tool right here. Pull this across right here. And I go back to that again. Let's go ahead and see that. As you can see here, I made kind of like a little hinge right here where I have the wire or whatever that goes across through it. And I can actually save that. I can actually make I could put that at all the limbs right here, here, you know, across the arms, legs. I could save that and save that as a separate subtool, the resulting mesh. It's a little preview though, so I can move this around. Oops. So as you can see here, it's a live preview, which is pretty cool. So see right there, it wasn't that hard, and I could pretty much save it that way. You know, you have to do some editing, you know, a little bit of, you know, clipping right here so the leg could bend, you know, stuff like that. But my point is that it's pretty cool stuff. Oh, you're welcome. But I would say this is probably the easier way of actually making action figures. It's very free. Also, I have to say that, as I said before, the thing that I feel ZBrush kind of lacks in this sense is kind of like the exactness of a CAD program, which I guess Blender and, you know, the other, you know, Maya stuff kind of has. Sculptress or ZBrush does have a way of measuring. It could be a little annoying at times. You can't exactly give specify certain things unless you export it. That's kind of like what I mean here. So basically, you would kind of make something along this line right here, or you'd make a subtraction mesh instead, which would be a very fine division line of, which would be the gap in the joint, I guess, which will automatically separate it. I don't know. There's different things. There's a cool little book that tells you how to make your own action figures, the kind of joints and things like that. I was actually thinking about modeling those. I actually kind of started making my own action figures. This is something I've been thinking of, but statues are just so much nicer because I feel like action figures, depending what kind of ones you're trying to make, I feel like statues feel more collectible or exclusive. But don't get me wrong, people like to have their own custom sculptures or custom action figures, but I feel like I feel more collectible is like a statue because you see the overall details, overall form, while action figure where the elbows and things are at are kind of modified because they have to bend. It doesn't feel like the same as having a statue. That's probably why I held off on it. But I'm not trying to say you don't do it, but you could definitely do that. Go ahead. You're welcome, you're welcome. Oh, I had dynamic on. I was like, what's going on here? Oh, all these pieces I have. Small pieces here and there. Alright, let's go ahead and make this Bowsette better and stronger. Oh yeah, I was looking for that reference there. Ellie's still alive. You're not. I didn't kill you from boredom with all that stuff. I should really make my own custom joints so that I could easily just do an extraction or a subtraction and, you know, create some simple little boolean meshes. So I could kind of quick. Well, don't get me wrong. You can't have the same like the same mesh for every tool, for every object, because, or every sculpture I make, because what will happen is that it will what is it? It's not the same because the limbs have different thicknesses, which I guess in that case I would shrink or manipulate it, which I would have to do it in a smart way. That's true. No, that's true. You're right. You're right there, John. That's why I said that. I'm like, it is true. You could definitely pose them. If you make a really good action figure, you can get away with. You not get away. You can actually potentially have a better. You can keep the form better if you make a good action figure. If you make the action figures where there's a lot of big movements, but there's like one joint. Because sometimes you can have two joints in one area, in a sense, where you have like maybe a moving kneecap or a moving middle knee or middle part of the knee move as well, which can help you keep the overall form. I don't know. It really varies, but I've seen some really good action figures where there's still a lot of the form still there, and it's not chopped up at the joints. That's why when I make a statue, I need to make sure the form is great. That's why I like the input that people say. Like you mentioned, like, oh, she needs to be, you know, like you said earlier, needs to be a little more Bowsette-like. You know. Why can't I see the timestamps? Oh no, the timestamps are there. Like you said at 10:18. I agree. And it needs to be more. Start thinking about it, enlarging certain features probably. I definitely agree with what you say. I hear you. I hear you. So let's see. I need to check something real quick. Bowsette. Yeah, I want to make her dress a little more. I feel like her. Yeah, you're. Sorry, I'm trying to think about this. I'm trying to think about how I can improve this. The outfit. Okay, things that I want to keep. Okay, so I want this to be more of a one. I still want this to be a one piece. I don't want to be two pieces. I definitely want to make sure there's still stockings in some way, some manner on her. The dress could be a little more revealed. Maybe the chest could be tweaked a little bit. Maybe her face can be adjusted a bit as well. Maybe the horns made larger. I can do that. I can go ahead and let me go ahead and file. Save as. I'm going to say this as a 2 file. 2. Because I could return back to the original file if I need to. BMV, just so I don't have any kind of issues here. Maybe. Whoa, that's not good. I can always change the horns to. What is with the Z intensity here? There it goes. work on the face a bit. Maybe her expression needs to be... That was the old eyes I had kind of before. Maybe her... I'm very picky at times with my choice, because you know, when you make a statue, you want to be kind of the embodiment of what that character is. You don't want to... Maybe the eye... No, the hair I think is also what's kind of throwing it off. Well, the hair is kind of plain compared to the more refined version I had of her. Maybe the smile is too broad. Don't know what it is. That's not a bad one though. I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate this face. I have the old name file that I started with on the side there. I want to do the changes I made right here real quick. So I just keep the overall original look here. So what I mean is, so this is that, and then wait. Yeah, so as you see the before and after changes. Okay, so let's go and see the before and after changes. So, so this is the before, and this is the after. I always change it, but before, after. I could tweak it later, but let's go ahead. I kind of like that one a little more. The chest is maybe throwing me off a little bit. Let's go ahead and maybe go to the dress here, and maybe should I hide the dress real quick? Let's go to the maybe the body of it all. So the reason why it's like this, because remember the dress was pushing against her body. So whoa, what the heck? That's the old one. Right around those edges right there. I feel like the thing is that the way they are being held in place. Oh shoot! I didn't save her face. I did save her face. It's just not selected to be viewed. There it goes. Alright, so let's see. Alright, I was thinking about adding a Goomba. What do you guys think? What enemy should be in this? Because I feel like she should be on some kind of object, maybe resting on, or maybe I was thinking about her holding fire, maybe fire in her hand. I think that would be kind of cool. probably going to go ahead and, oh, let me delete that. That's the old one right there. Let's do without this dress right here real quick. Let's see how that looks. Maybe this gem out here. Maybe adjust this as well. Make her holding a, oh, okay, you know, that's not a bad idea right there. Make her holding a bomb. Those little bombs aren't that difficult to make either. Let me check for them real quick online, real quick. Bombs. So let me go ahead and make that real quick. Not a bad idea. Let's add that sphere. Let's move this in front. Let's go ahead and VIT this. Oh, that's not good. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I have local symmetry on. Turn the transform tool on. Activate symmetry. Let's go. BZM. Let's go ahead and slide this thing. Let's go to QMesher. Oh, I did polygroup all instead of go polygroup, polyloop. Oh, come on. Gosh dang it all. It says not symmetric. Let me go ahead and turn that off. Oh, I'm not pressing X. There it goes. There it goes. Now we go to QMesh. Oh, that's not good. Oh, gosh dang it, I didn't keep this. Alright, go back to polygroup. Let's go ahead and go to the island. Oh, okay, that made that whole thing an island. Polygroup island. So that's going to be the fuse right there. I'm going to go ahead and add the eyes. Pretty much like Kirby's eyes. X, turn off Z symmetry. Just like that for now. And let me go ahead and add some little feet. Just for the time being, kind of like that. Just for the time being. Just like a little place marker. just put the bomb to the side, I guess. I always shrink the bomb too. That is true. Mario skull, I could have her step on that. Definitely not a bad idea. Question is, like, what makes a Mario skull, like, to know it's Mario? I guess you could have his hat next to it. Let me go ahead. Let me import that model I had of Mario. Hold on real quick. Take that tool I had right there. Let me import. I should have a Mario. There's Mario. Mario, wake up. This is a model I made earlier in an earlier broadcast. A previous broadcast right here. So Mario, I guess you're back. I'm going to use your hat too, by the way. Let's go ahead and let's remove the rest of your body. Let's see your skull. What would your skull look like? So I'm going to go ahead and remove your hair as well. You wouldn't have ears. I'll keep your mustache on, so a little bit of the comedy of it all. Actually, maybe let's keep your nose real quick. Oh, there goes, I just popped my wrist. Let me go ahead and delete the rest of it. Yep, I'm doing it again with my wrist again. I'm moving in weird ways. Oh! Wait, what the heck is... Oh, his feet are still there. Gosh dang it all. Alright, so let's see. I'll hide this. Keep his mustache for comedy reasons, I guess. Yeah, of course leave the mustache. So you know it's Mario, aside from the cap. So let me go ahead and delete the hidden. I guess I'll have to hide the nose. BCB, this is probably where this tool would come in handy. Mask the hat and that, and the mustache and the eyes, so that I can global symmetry. Oh, no, it's not. So let's see. So I would have to remove the fat along his cheeks here. Oh shoot! Whoopsie daisy. Alright, he's got pretty wide eye sockets right here. He's got, don't forget this little detail here. Move this part right here, make the jaw right here. Hide the nose real quick. Let's split, hidden. Did I split the nose? No, I didn't. Okay, hold on. Before I split the nose, I need to move the face so it's centered. I could definitely have a skull here. Let's make it transparent just for now. Let's go ahead and add the little X right here. Let's go ahead and a little bridge right here. that right there. Now I need to make sure I add this right here. This little. I have made quite a bit of skulls, so I have a pretty good idea on how to make skulls. I'm going to probably... Oh yeah, I forgot the nose is not really there. There's too much mass right here. Now this is off because there shouldn't be too much of this right here. Got that. I'm not so concerned about making the teeth, but see the power of the Sculptor's Pro Brush. I'm sure that, you know, I said before that oops. Ugh. I'm not gonna make too many details. I do want it somewhat simple since Mario is, you know, simple. Was it? Wait. Wait. The chin was like some sort of triangle pattern for the jaw. For the. I don't remember it. I gotta look for a skull real quick. Actually, I should probably. Memory's a little fuzzy with how the chin is actually. see how it looks right now. It looks pretty good. I don't want to spend too much time. I think it's a lot of points. I have a lot of sub tools on this side, that's why. I'm going to hide this skull right here. What do you think, John? Pretty good skull right there. For Mario there. You know, it's not done yet, you know. We've got to add some detail here for the temple and certain other features. You know, I'm not going to add too many teeth, I guess, or exact teeth, because I don't think people personally care. I could also probably hide them too. Good for now. I don't want to go too crazy with it. I'm going to hide that for now, hide that for now. Probably delete the eyes. Not delete the mustache. I might want to change the body a bit. It looks good? Good, good, good. Oh, I'm trying to think. Alright, hold on real quick. I need a... Let's go over the body real quick, I guess. So this is like base model or mesh. This was like chest added separate. This is with the larger chest. This was with the smaller chest. And this is like this is the current one right here. This is the one before the stockings were added. This is the larger version, which I felt like was a little too much, I guess. Maybe I might revert back to that one, maybe. Start with this one right here. Let's go ahead and duplicate this and see where I can go with this one. Wait, what? I duplicated the wrong one. Gosh, dang it all. I did duplicate the wrong one. Delete, duplicate, there, okay. Alright, things I might want to change about this. I'm going to maybe that's BMK, BMB, some shortcut keys right here and there. I want to bring the hips out. Bring the hips out. I have to bring them probably lower. Probably hide the chest real quick, and then the gluteus maximus could probably use a little more work. Probably bring these legs out a bit right here. Let me bring a little bit of contour to the maybe a little too much. Let's see the before and after so far of it. I might get rid of these and probably replace them, just because I think the ease of control is a little off. So I'm going to go actually do this right here. I'm going to delete these real quick. I'm going to insert a know. Don't worry, it's fine. It'll be fixed. I just have to go ahead and I have to work on the form here real quick. They will return though. They will return. I just felt I want to say they were distracting, just not necessary at the moment. I have to tweak some things. BMB. Let's go ahead and pull this right here. Ah! Too much is missing. BIT. The reason why I like to keep these as separate, because it allows me to have better control over the overall look. I'm gonna check my reference here real quick. What do I want it to chest to be like? I don't want it to be overwhelming, but you know, because I don't want them to be gigantic, but I want them to be big still though. Oops, no, cancel. Oops, I have that selected still. What pisses me off is the simplicity of the hair, probably. Got the bomb, thinking about the Mario skull. Maybe we should add a Goomba, maybe a Chain Chomp. No, maybe Chain Chomp should be stayed for Chompette. Hold on. Let me check Goomba. Should be sitting on a Goomba. I don't know. I think I should just make it because I think I'll probably use it in a future piece anyways. Actually, yeah, let me go ahead and and a sphere. Got so many like temporary stuff on here. I should really clean this up. I have to work on that. I have to work on those other commission pieces and stuff too. Oh my gosh, I can't think right now. Do I want to do? No. What am I doing? What's this? Move this. Let's turn on. Was it radio? No, no. Let's go ahead and. That is the wrong symmetry. It was this symmetry. Aha. That is not what I want. Should I take a lathe then? A lathe to it then maybe? Maybe I just need to increase the amount of radial points. Whoa. Okay, that's it. No. That's not what I want. I might actually have to use the transform tool to make the Goomba. So I think I like the idea of having Goomba be included maybe in this piece. Let's go Z plugin. I need to finish this. I need to finish this and get this printed and maybe make some copies of this. Have copies ready by December 1st. Subtool master. No. What am I doing? No. I don't want to have transform on. That's what it was. Turn on this. Go to here. Go to deformer. Oh, I don't want to turn that on. Hold on. I wanted that. There it goes. Gosh dang it all. Oh, there it goes. Now it's centered. Oh! Great. There it goes. Okay. Try to make the Goomba. Goomba. Okay, I should probably not spend too much time. X. Oh my gosh, it's too dramatic. Let me turn that radio count down. I'm gonna have to use a lathe tool for this piece. No, or maybe this will work. I don't have to do right there. Let's go ahead and add his eyes and his brow or whatnot. Now, it kind of is. Someone did become interested in this piece, but I originally started off as something I just kind of wanted to make. It was during the time of the craze, I guess. It's still pretty popular. There's no good figures of it, so I figured, you know what, if I make this, there's gonna be people that want to buy it, and I was right. One person wanted to buy one. Someone said they would probably be interested as well. Oh my gosh. It's not exactly it's not originally a commission. But the person's not in any urgent need of, you know, having it as soon as possible. These eyes are only temporary. I'm not a fan of them, but I can't keep working on this if I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this. I've had a handful of people say that they're like interested in like potentially buying one. BCX. BCX. I'm gonna do a quick save here real quick. Crap. There's just kind of like a quick little place marker. It's not exactly to scale right now. You get the overall kind of look. BIT. Oh my gosh, oops a daisy. Okay, use a move brush again. Let's go ahead and go to the deformer. Enlarge this one too. Let's go ahead and taper this a bit. This here and enlarge that like that. Go ahead and go, oops, I didn't save it. Let's go ahead and accept. Let's move this up. Let's shrink this down a bit. Add his little feet next. Oops, X. I don't want to have that on, so turn the Z off and these feet back a bit. It's not exactly, as I said before, it's just kind of rough. I don't know, I might be able to use this somehow. Let's go ahead and move this to the side. I'm just trying to get my possible pieces going. Possible, what are they called? Oh shoot! I was thinking, oh, I could also have a chain chomp. Hold on. I don't want to make the piece too elaborate. I could have this one badass piece, but if it's made, if it involves several enemies and like a chain chomp, would be cool. Like to have like a small chain chomp, but I want to say that for like a chompette piece. So it's kind of like a small chain chomp, not something gigantic. I think my concern was more or less like I feel like that if I make the chest too big, it feels too like short and stout, I guess. I'm not entirely sure. There's like a weird balance. I don't want to make her waist like super tiny, but like that's kind of like the result to make sure if something is too consistently wide, then it just doesn't have the same effect. There needs to be some sort of taper effect. MB. Maybe the thing I was lacking is the volume along the top of the chest, maybe. Let's go ahead and test that theory. Add little stars. Because I could say like this Goomba. This bomb. Yeah, by the way, to answer your question, as I said before, unintentionally a commission, I guess, is the answer. And I do like Nintendo though. It's pretty cool. Like a lot of the characters, I like the games. The funny thing, as I said before, you know, the interesting is, hold on real quick. I'm going to check for a reference real quick again. Is that, you know, that Bowsette is not really a legit kind of character. Even the design is not legitly like a canon character. So technically, it's like it's not really a thing with Nintendo. It's pretty much, to me, as far as I know, it's pretty much Peach cosplaying as Bowser, and yeah, pretty much like a Halloween costume, I think, at that point. I think okay, I did find an image. It is inspired by a popular artist, kind of one using an enemy. Oh, there is a Bullet Bill. Bullet Bill is a possibility. Not entirely sure. Let me see. Let me make a Bullet Bill as well. That wouldn't be very difficult to make. There's a popular artist, 2D artist, that kind of made what I kind of have in mind. Oh, I'm trying to think about it. What involves it? I kind of want her to be sitting on something. I want her... It's a mashup. Yeah, it's kind of like, I think we're talking about what Bowsette really is. I kind of like this overall look right here. The chest is larger. The waist is larger. Or the waist, the hips. I might adjust kind of like this kind of thing that's going on with the legs. You know, these are supposed to be, you know, stockings. I might make them into spikes instead, maybe. Spikes along the edge of it. I'm trying to figure this out. This is where sketching ideas would come in handy. Let me maybe make a Bullet Bill here. Is the M. I need to make some edge loops here real quick. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I should have probably polygrouped it first. No. No. There it goes. That's easier. I'm gonna go ahead and inflate this. There should be a, what's it called? Inflate? Spherize, I think it was called. Oh wait. Wait, no. Why is it not working the way it should be? Hold on. doing this right? Hold on. I might have to inflate this. Hold on. Alright, so there's another option I can do. Let me go ahead and mask the if that doesn't work, there is the option where I use the deformer, the deformation slider, and I use inflate balloon. Huh. That's fine, that's good enough right there. I could have her sing on the bullet bill. BZM, which I already have. I go ahead and do this. I go ahead and take the Q mesh option and do the poly loop. Bring that there and then mask that and pull that, oops, pull that out right there. Kind of the overall kind of bullet bill shape. BIT, no, BZM again. Let's go and let's add a, insert a single poly loop right here because there is a somewhat a bevel here. So I'm going to go ahead and Q mesh poly loop edge loop complete. It's not going the way I want it to. Okay. Oh, you're really annoying. Q mesh. Should have linked the. You know, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do Q mesh poly loop. Oh wait, there it goes. Let's go ahead and just delete that insert. There it goes. Overall, kind of like a bullet bill shape. I can enlarge this, but that's still gonna be that'd be a lot of resin. If I do make copies of it, I was thinking about if she could be sitting on top of the bullet bill, maybe. Not in any appropriate way, but let me duplicate this. Duplicate. Got that. Be a lot of space, a lot of volume. I may not be a fan of the bullet bill option, so I'm just going to hide that. I might stick with the Goomba and Bomb-Omb. I should probably try posing this then, I guess. Let me go ahead and save this real quick. File, save as. Let's revisit the old Bowsette real quick. This piece right here. I'll do a save here real quick. It's loading. There it goes. So there's the Bowsette kind of piece with the Mario kind of hanging there. Original kind of thought process. Let's check the Bowsette piece. Alright. The funny thing is, like, you know, when you're the artist that makes something, you're like, I don't know if I like it, and people are like, oh, we love it. And I'm like, oh, really? Some things bother me and I don't end up finishing it because I feel like I need to keep working on it. Then so look at the females. You see some of the males again. I just need to take a little break from looking at the Bowsette piece. All Might. And then let's see the Max. Oh, alright, let's see Venom first. Again, just a little break. I really do like how the face is really starting to look. It's really taking off. And then let's go ahead and check out the Max piece from Image Comics. I should really probably do this. I should probably import the fist I made beforehand. I was making for the All Might vs. No Move piece. Remove the middle finger, since the middle finger is essentially the spike. And yeah. Especially it would look like that, because he's got this line across his face. I really do like that. Max is pretty cool. Right, let's hop back to the Bowsette piece. Save for changes. No. Daylight savings is weird. Oh, Max is cool. You know Max? You know Max, right? So you're familiar with it? You read the comics? It's actually kind of rare for me to find someone that knows Max. Well, basically all the stuff I know about comics is thanks to my dad. He would collect comic books, and he would collect a lot of the Image ones. I think, is Spawn also Image? I think Spawn is Image too as well. Or is it, no, or is it Dark Horse? Also, oh yeah, well, let me show you this, what I can do with this as well. So you see, you just read Image Comics, yeah. So you're familiar with Pitt then as well, Max, Pitt. I'm assuming, I think Spawn was part of Image Comics too. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I was thinking about making a Pitt figure before a while ago, but Max was the thing that always stood out to me, really. But I was thinking about making Pitt and, what's the girl's name? Gwen, Michelle, what is it? Can't think of her name. There's that girl that he like text. I was also thinking about making that doctor dude. Pitt. Oh, Savage Dragon. That's right. Savage Dragon. He had that thing on his head. And wasn't he a cop? He was a cop or something. Pretty buff dragon. What's the name of that girl from that comic? Girl. It's bothering me. Oh, Julie. Julie is her name. Oh, so that's okay. So the Savage Dragon is that guy with the thing on his head, that little sea monster thing, and he is a cop, a very buff cop. But her name was Julie from the Max. I was thinking about having Julie and Max together. That'd be a cool little piece. Actually, let me look at that next piece again. So things I kept in mind while making this piece is that I felt the Max, Max kind of had this hunch, but like first I was gonna make him with like a complete hunch, so it would be more, his back would be more rounded. But I've seen in other images of him where his back is actually normal. He's just hunched over in a lot of the scenes, so I won't really find much of an issue with fixing that later on. But yeah, I kind of like what I did with the kind of the face a bit. Let me see what his face normally looks like. I kind of made it a little like the features of his face a little more bone-like, or skull-like. Hold on, let me find the image. Yeah, well, if you look at a lot of the Max stuff, his cheekbones do stick out quite a bit. I try to make sure he was kind of stout looking, or kind of like quite wide, quite brutal looking. Yeah. Shoot. Yeah, I'm gonna pose him. So what happens is, what I do is I start him in a kind of a T pose. That's how you do with animation. You start a T pose and then you pose them. There are certain things I see as to why people pose first and then sculpt. It's kind of like what I used to do with traditional sculpting. You pose it and then you would sculpt it and you would fix it so it looks proper. That's what you would do. The reason why I do T pose first is so that I could possibly reuse the model again, in this sense. I do have to do resculpting here and there, but I end up chopping the limb, so I don't have to do too much resculpting. I chop it here. I kind of use it kind of like an action figure, I guess. And I would pose him. So yeah, he's gonna be posed. I just don't know what pose to have him in. I just kind of make the character just so I have the character ready, so I can pose him later. Yeah, I really like the muscle features. I'll probably add something more to his legs here, probably later. Let me just do that right now, maybe a little bit. His legs are bothering me, like his forearms are bothering me too as well. Like they need to be more defined. Is there anyone else here? No. I wanna. There, BCB. Oh, come on. There it goes. Kind of subtract that right there. That. ADS. I'll get back to the Bowsette piece in a bit. I'm just trying to make this make more sense. I'll have to fix the farms maybe a little later. Let's work on the legs a bit. I don't want to make them too... Wow, I just need to increase some of the definition on his legs because they need it. Oh! Ah. Got that. I'm going to have to bring that in BMB. We will be posed. BDS. Oh, the. Not too much definition. Kneecap's not making a lot of sense though, considering the muscle should be more like PCB. With how buff he is, the muscle should be more pronounced. This should be more inwards like that. As I bring this around town, and that around town. And this definition out right here. That's better looking. I have to smooth that out. Inflate this part a bit more. There goes BMV. Because, oh shoot. Oh, what's going on here? What is this? What's going on here? Oh, that's weird. Ah! Wah! Okay, looks better. More muscular. I like this. I like his physique quite a bit. It's a mix between kind of my old style and my new one. Well, I want to say my old style. I feel like I've improved. That's all it is. And it looks great. All right, let me go ahead and save that, and then I'll hop back to the Bowsette. My image comic section. Where is it at? HI, there it is. Do you want to replace it? Yes, I do. Light box, go back to the Bowsette piece. I'll be right back. I need to have a quick little bathroom break, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put on some some music from purple-planet.com. Let's see what this sounds like right here. Hold on. I'm crediting you, Purple Planet. I don't like it. They used to have a better creepy sound playlist. Maybe some cinematic. Hey, that'll work. No. Alright, so I'll play this music, and then I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. I'll probably be back soon. Alright, maybe about a minute or two. 2 minutes maybe. Alright, yeah, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I was still alive. I need to credit Purple Planet real quick. Any there it goes. Don't know what I want exactly to be done. Ugh. I might revamp the shell. That's fine. Who's still here? Just curious. Like, is it L or is it John or? Let's see. Let's try a different outfit maybe on her real quick as well. I want to enhance her body a bit more maybe. Definitely kind of add some features here. Got that. This is kind of the original body that I started with. I felt like it was taking too much away from the overall figure. Then bring the Mario skull back real quick to kind of get a look at it. Let me merge this down real quick. Let me do a quick save. Let me go ahead and merge down. Duplicate. Hide that and got that. Oh, I accidentally clicked the wrong button right there. I was making duplicates. Trying to figure this out. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna brainstorm about it. Yeah, I'll probably have to do that. To brainstorm, and then yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Like as I said before, I just don't like the direction of the outfit style. I want to make this unique. I want this piece to be amazing. I want this to be kind of like the essence of what Bowsette is all about. As I said before, I still think this is still Peach cosplaying as Bowser. I think I'm gonna have to make some sketches real quick. Just because it is faster to make sketches than it is to just kind of rough out or make some concept art of the outfits. Takes a little bit of time compared to a sketch. Like, my sketches aren't that great, and they are slowly kind of getting better. I might even, maybe one of these broadcasts, I'll even do some sketches. Maybe some pinup sketches or something. Like, I do relatively well. I made a Peach and a Link one before. Not Link, but Link, female Link. It's pretty much what Zelda cosplaying as, like, in Link's outfit. I was actually thinking about making those into a pinup piece. The ones I made before. They're pretty good. I think they're on my Instagram. They're a little old though, like maybe a year or two. But thoughts on the little props here and there. So there's the little bullet bill thing here. So basically these are all props. I can go ahead and use these to interact with the piece when I'm posing it to give me a better idea about, like, the way I want this final figure to be. I do want to make this piece 10 inches tall, maybe even 12 inches. 10 inches is kind of nice though, good size. Question also is, what should the base be like? What should the base be? I don't have to have it round. It could be a custom diorama base. It could be some sort of set or environment, or it could be some kind of standard base. Maybe it's a Bowser symbol, or maybe, you know what? That's not a bad idea. What if it's the Bowser icon, the Bowser face symbol? You know what I'm talking about? It's what the face you see when Mario dies or something on, like, and gets game. Is it when he gets game over? What was that on Nintendo 64? So yeah, if I wanted to, I could have her writing on top of a bullet bill. I could have her, like, how one artist did it, where she was like kind of kneeling on top of a Goomba or something. Maybe her holding a bomb and fire in the other hand, like she's gonna light it. I'm gonna have to make some new sketches. So I think tomorrow my attempt is going to be, aside from the fact that I gotta get that All Might piece printing this week. Cool thing is I got my other printer working today, which is nice. It wasn't working for the longest time. I had to switch the circuit board out, replace it, and now all motors are working and it's able to auto level and everything, which is nice. Well, I think that about wraps up for right now. So let's go ahead and review everything so far. And enhance certain her look overall. Very interesting. Can't wait to see it printed, actually. It's gonna be something. It's completely different when, like, overall, like the feel and look of a piece when you have it printed. Sometimes it ends up being better. But so things I've added to this piece. I took out the Mario. I made a Mario skull with hat and mustache if I ever want her stepping on it or something. I have the bomb thing, the bomb. I have the Goomba and the bullet bill kind of roughed out, just if I ever intend to use it. Yeah, just to let me know what you think. Leave a comment. I might even make this video a private video. I don't know. Let me tweak the comments or the maybe. Also, I kind of want to share a Evolve video real quick. Hold on. Bowsette. I'm just adding something in the comment here. Bowsette piece sculpt being worked in the second half of video. recent. You can skip parts if you like. The broadcast is long. There it goes. Also, I don't know, just for the time being, and a evolve video. All right, I just want to share a game I like. It's a pretty fun game. I have a pretty fun video clip of it. If I could find it real quick. Let me mute my my speakers. You can still hear me talk right now, but you want to hear what I'm listening to. I want to find the right video. I'm going to share it. It's one of many videos I have. Evolve videos. Is this the right one? Which video is it? Is it this one? These are some intense videos, so I want to say in the comment right here, now time for a couple fun game videos from my favorite game, Evolve. I play these games too. This is my point of view. Time for a couple of fun game videos from my favorite gameplay videos, so people know what they're getting into here. They've checked the broadcast. I click the insert button. I did. So now time for a couple of videos. So I'm going to switch my camera here real quick, so you can go ahead and see the awesomeness, the fun I enjoy of Evolve. I just want to share it. It's a fun game. It has a high learning curve though. It didn't do so well because people were too dumb to play it. Let me switch my camera here. There it goes, and then right here. So here's a fun little clip right here. Oh shoot, I didn't turn my audio back on. My sound. There it goes.
It has 1 point on rocket.
I won't die though. He pounds me! Oh my god.
Yep.
Dropship will be. Okay, son.
Spread.
Spread. Pick me up and I'll run.
He missed me.
Okay, we're up. We're up.
Oh, I might as well die. You run. You run. I'm gonna try to distract him.
Yeah, I'm running.
I'll try to get the dropship. I should have. I hear him down there, so I throw a safety grenade. I'm not sure where the plan is though. I might as well.
Just
You made a plant today.
yeah, find one.
That's enough of that.
Oh fuck, I fell down.
Oh,
So
he's on
he
me.
kills medic.
30 seconds.
I buy time, skip.
Yeah.
I have to stay by. I have to stay by power
He's gonna eat the
relay.
health regen tower.
Can't be too
Okay.
far.
What?
What?
First on the fresh kill. In exchange.
That guy.
We got 2 minutes though.
Oh fuck! What the? I'm lagging.
We can win.
Yeah, we can win on time. He's been so defensive for so much of the game. It's gonna cost him.
No, you don't attack me. I attack you.
I gotta shoot him off though. But you're trying to kill me.
We're dropping directly. We can use this thing.
Oh fuck! I'm dead. Oh, that hit me! It missed on my screen.
I'm ready. Block.
Get behind something.
Oh fuck.
Healing field's ready.
You can try and use this thing. Oh, he
Block. The fucking rock.
still bounce.
I shoot him.
Still bounce.
Need a medic.
Oh fuck, I'm dead.
Heal here. It's out of armor. Fixing to mine. Fuck. Yeah, I'm dead.
Still alive briefly.
Stay alive! Don't give
Still
up!
alive.
Oh, I fell down!
Oh, I gotta.
Hello, shield! You have a shield!
Healing field.
I'm almost dead, by the way. I'm almost dead. I need heals.
This is very stressful, guys.
He's almost dead!
Damage.
Oh,
You guys. Fucking hell. Fucking hell.
We had no right to it.
well, if he fought us a little more before the relay.
Good
And-
fucking job.
Alright, so that was one video right there. Let's go ahead. I don't know. There's some more videos I want to show.
Whoa! Speed
This
boost.
one?
Great. Kill it.
I'll still some new content probably.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I have actually.
Okay, drone 555. You know what to do.
It's up here still. I beat him.
Lightning on.
Arena going down. Firing grenade.
Three.
It's low.
Oh, I can right now.
Got you. Watch out! It's free.
I'm ready.
Timing up. Timing up.
Oh, fuck those.
Drone 326. Do your job. Healing field's charged. Okay, I got tracks.
Above us. He's on the bridge, by the way.
Actually, I have dropped him a few times.
Tyrant in the
Right
water.
there. Is that not him? Throw it and look at the wall.
Okay, back to normal.
There's a tyrant in here, by the way.
Everybody fight near the cute little drone. Tyrant in the water. Okay, killing this
Let's
thing,
do
I
that.
guess.
Bro.
I love this thing.
Putting down a trap.
Damage. I'll have to do it.
We got it.
One last. Come on, last.
Dome is coming down.
Please, no more armor.
Am I even playing the video? I am. Okay, so that's some Evolve. I do want to play a few more videos and things like that. You can always go back and check the sculpting I did earlier. But I love this game. I would probably start. I have made some figures of this before, not printed, but I made some digital models, which they can be 3D printed. I made one, and I uploaded on my mini factory called Gorgon. Let's go ahead and check out some other videos.
Nice little advantage. Let's do some real damage.
Waypoint him, where'd he go? Oh, there he is.
Healing field ready, stand by.
I was hoping I cut that off.
That is impressive. Clear that threat.
I think he has movement speed.
Left.
He's back there, he's going back, yeah. Oh, he is right there. Nice.
It's not hiding.
Go! Attack!
Dome's almost there again.
Attack that area.
I got him. Don't shoot him anymore, though. Don't shoot him anymore. Don't shoot him, though. I know, I think it's just going to get away from us. He's called. We want his stamina to go die down. If we can pin him on the edge, we can keep damaging him. Dome's back, so he evolves. The Evo Dome. He's evolving. He's in. I cut off the loops, except for maybe the big one in the back, right there. That's better than nothing.
Online.
He's there, see? He has no armor. I'm running him off real quick.
Bring the Goliath down. Keep firing, people. This is real damage. Yeah, try finding us now.
Probably get him.
Back up.
Down, real quick on him.
Direct hit.
I'm putting a harpoon. Dome's coming down soon.
Dome is coming down. Got it.
Harpoon by that. Harpoon again. Dome's coming down. Get ready to chase him. Put a bug on me real quick. I'm gonna chase him. I'm gonna check him on. That was a good clip I did right there. I guess I didn't have infinity to it. Alright, throw a controller, not mouse and keyboard. I'm gonna shoot him off food again if I can climb this thing. He's going back by you, Soul. Waypoint on me. There. I'm gonna cut it towards Tyrant. Put a bug on Assault.
Shield gone.
I'm recalling out, alright? I know you know how to do guys. It's a reminder.
Fire.
I don't shoot anymore. Dome, go there! Come on! Dome! Oh. Okay.
Got an apex predator here. That's the dot.
I'll shoot a weakened monster. Why not?
Okay, healing fuel is charged up. There you go. Like that? Yeah, try finding us now.
Put some words on me. Alright, there. He's running. I'm gonna stay on this side. I'll shoot him on bar life right here.
That was good. Do it again. Trap.
Take that harpoon. get in the game soon.
Damage amplifier ready to go. It's dead? It's dead. We're gone.
Alright, okay, so there's that. So what's more than this? Oh, it's alright.
Get radioactive dust tagging.
This is a different fight, same monster though. Shoot him, don't shoot him. Oh! Just skip it around. No, he's out of my, he's right out of it too.
Healing.
As I am. Weaken him a little. Keep waypointing. Weaken him a little bit as I am. Position. Keep waypointing.
Take this Goliath down.
Harpoon should get him. No, he's out of my, he's right out of it too.
Healing fields ready.
I'm gonna cut. He's eating still. He's going that way, he's going to town right there. I'm hanging back. He's evolving. I'm gonna make it small, I'm gonna cut off the loops.
Follow my knock.
Keep shooting him if you can. Close.
Why not?
There's no loops. There's no loops.
Commence tagging. Rock! Clock's out. Cloaking. Healing field ready. Feel better?
Harpoon will get him.
Medic. You are not to blame for invading the wrong planet. Evac!
Pakistan. That's the limit. Steel trapper. Don't fall in the water. Don't fall in the water. I would like you to go down here.
Healing field ready.
Go for poison.
Look at that.
I'm gonna touch the poison. Hold the poison foundation. Corpse.
Tracking gun ready.
Yeah, the corpse is still here for the venom.
All those buzzards. Yes, bird things.
Free to
A little bit of movement speed, so.
healing fields ready.
He's up there. You got use your mortars. Shoot the mortars up there. No, mortars.
We are equals now, beast. This is just vengeance. Screw the shield.
Keep him away from the side, okay?
Fire breath. Watch it. Got you. Open fire. Bullseye.
Close. I'm like, oh, shoot, okay. Alright, so. Alright, I don't know, what's some.
Amplifier's offline. Give it better.
It's not. what's evolving here. Thoughts on Evolve? Do you think it's kind of cool? I don't know. I just love the game a lot. I want to watch some more. Let's see. Watch this wildlife killer. Wildlife killer. That's hilarious. Seek here. grab. You don't have a shield. Back. If I'm grabbing you. I told you. Oh, we won this match. Get away from him. Shoot damage. I have no memory. Shit. Don't go in there. Watch out.
Check your contact display, people. No armor.
Show him that you're going to lose still. Keep moving away from him.
Assault, I got you back.
You got a shield. Keep shielding him. Show him through that shield. Show him through his shield.
Gun ready.
Jump shooting here. I would say close the medic soon. If he goes down, it's always going to have to die soon. No, you got in the water. Hey guys, I'm coming. Guys, move away from him. Make him come towards you.
To assault. Keep
Make
it
him
up.
come towards you.
Trank gun ready.
I'm coming down.
We're back.
I'm gonna dome him when I can. Keep him alive. Keep shielding. Protection.
Hide's gone.
Oh no.
Bullseye. It's
Do this. Hey. We won this match. It was funny. The guy was like all confident about himself. He thought he was gonna win. You saw there he had a bar of health left. You know, we ended up killing him. Man, it was so intense though. It was like so hilarious. The guy thought he could have won easily if he wasn't so full of himself. But all right, so let's go. Let's hop to the next video clip or whatever. What was that video? Right to the support, we could have still going down. Because they have ended, and it's really swing people back, so I didn't want to stick around. It wasn't worth it. There's a little bit of lag, latency issues, so things are connecting as well, so it's having a harder time than usual. It's quite a bit of damage right there. That should have connected right there. I had plenty of health, but I knew there were mines down there. Could have used fire breath, but I didn't want it. There was a lot of lag there. Buildings weren't connected. Like they should have connected, but due to lag. I should get back here to see their health buff. There's a health regen buff that spawns back there. That tyrant, but it's not. I took some. Actually, I took quite a bit of health damage from that, so it's not bad. Kill the damage slot instead. Yeah, good damage. Oh, yeah, 15. I like to play risky. I have to fight at all stages. like to keep it close, so I like to be a little careless at times. It's a little risky at this point, so I'm like, I want to play a little smart now. There's no loop right there, so there's wildlife up there, so I get armor. I push assault, so assault tries to focus me. I pounce him and he tosses behind me. He does that. It's like in the corner there. So I thought I killed him right there like that, but he just lagged, so I didn't know where he... I thought Support was still alive. I saw him was being killed by the dude. Almost got fully healed. We could back up here. Let's hop to... Okay, stop. Okay.
Hey! Suck on that! Hang on. Switching to train.
Shield! Get out! Shield him through that. I tried taking that rock for assault. It went right through me. That's fine, just keep shielding and like fire up. I'm sure King's gonna need help soon.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey!
Jones coming down soon.
On that.
Dome is coming down!
I'm on the train gun. Got it!
Come down. That's good.
There.
No, he went through. Wait. Truck's in there though. Someone check back there. He's here.
Kill the beast!
He wants to fight here. I don't want to fight here though. He wants a loop.
I'm on the train gun.
Oh!
I got you.
He's going back. He's going back towards the assault. Shoot him. Take assault. Waypoint. I need waypoints so I can dome him with low armor.
Big gun ready.
Keep waypointing me. Oh, the hang back. There's no loop. There's no loop.
Train guard in! I'm on you, assault. Keep it up.
Engage in Goliath!
I'm trying to get close to.
I'm on the main gun.
No loop. Get him away from that edge. Get him on the other side. That harbor really
Complete. Time for evac. How's everyone feel?
good. I didn't know that guy was so target.
Darts in the target.
Right in. You got it.
Damage.
Let's bring it
Don't worry
down.
Mine ready.
Oh shoot! Waypoint, we need waypoints.
Got it.
Don't shoot anymore, I know it's tempting. But we just don't grab.
Got it. Right there.
I know we have stasis and shrink darts.
Visual on the monster. It's about, I don't know, hard to gauge out here. It's far.
Cut towards me, towards the medic.
This kind of creature is typical here. I understand why they needed us.
Yes, Capital recruits us. Recruits every famous hunter in galaxy.
I purposely was missing to make him scared. I'm not actually trying to shoot him. He's gonna evolve back there. Give dome motion, you know the way he's going. See, this is I was just shooting him. Monsters gain stamina back faster if you attack them. So I was purposely not hitting him. Oh, nice! Back up. Can't see. Go up there so you can.
Got you, fucker. Try to evolve now. Need a minute.
Find sedated monster.
Bro, it's close, so I didn't want to use my med gun, which makes a line turn like that too. Since you would say that, I would have to use it. Shoot him off any food back there while still shooting damage away at him so you're going to slowly gain armor back. Shoot him if you can.
Joe's coming down soon.
Hang on. Strike darts.
Suck on this.
Ready to slow him down, get him past the season trade when Dope comes down.
Keep it up. It's almost dead. All right, I'm on the tracking dart.
Right there.
Bam! Flat paper, baby. Darted!
Firing at the monster. Look for the weak spots. You got a boost.
I had to cut across the map through the building here.
Man, how long did it take to orbit a dang planet?
Skip a
But
bit.
you can't hide.
There.
This
Almost
is better.
15 seconds.
Getting the shield
Oh no,
ready.
he has to stay back there.
Tracking gun ready.
There. Gauge out. Get
If
team.
you don't this, it'd be amazing.
I'm on the med gun.
That would have been
Tell you
He's over there. Oh, help! Okay. Here it is. You left out the camera. Walk. Oh, help! If you get dome soon, I'll be fine with fighting this. But
first aid duty. Got it.
I threw it.
Thank you.
Healing you up,
Okay.
Trevor.
Bam! In your face, asshole!
Get out of there.
Strike dart.
Get out of there.
Mine ready.
That's fine. Keep him at bay. Good mine set up, and then go in there full force.
Med gun ready.
I'm no shit.
Bullseye! Marcus, take any advantage.
I gotta get over there.
Cowardly beast.
Assault. You're not gonna die.
Got it!
body block control. Nice.
Hey, motherfucker, what happened to your armor?
He gave up. He goes down in the water to try to kill himself.
Target marked.
There's a out of bounds section.
Yeah.
Fucking darn it!
Firing at the monster. Look for the weak.
You see right there these little buoy things right here. If you go out of bounds right there, you die in a matter of like seconds. For him, now it takes a while though. It takes about 5 to 10 seconds to be out of bounds for it to start taking effect, which kills you in seconds. Oh, the tyrant there at the end. The tyrant was just. I think I'm the only person that plays very risky with mouse. I don't play it safe. It's no fun when you play with the Just drop by, no trapper though. I heard assaults double there. Amazing assault is still alive. I know where assault is. Oh, I had people join and they're like, what the heck is this? I was here for some sculpting and it ends up being involved. I should probably stop it. I should probably release it as a separate video. My bad. Okay, I think maybe more evolved another time. Oh crap, wait, that's server, oh. Wait, why is it set to private? Wait, what? I might trim the last part out. I might hide the video and game though. It's so much fun watching again and again, like how intense it gets. Maybe if there's more of an audience next time, maybe play a little earlier on, and when Al and the usuals, probably when I broadcast tomorrow, if I get like a good handful of people on, I'll play some good, those were some of the good clips, but there's some other ones too. They're a lot of fun. Yeah, I'll try broadcasting tomorrow though again. Let's go ahead and look at that real quick right here. Yeah, I'm sure once I pose Bowsette, it'll be a lot better. Maybe I'll have her mouth open or something, maybe her tongue out. I don't know, add some sort of personality. I feel, you know, it's pretty plain when... Let me go back to the Jessie piece real quick. The Pokemon Jessie, hold on. Open. Then load, where is it, Jessie from Pokemon. Is this the right one? No, that's Fallout. Gosh dang it all. Not it. Project. This one. This is the pinup figure. I wanted to work on. And then there's the Bowsette. Kind of like how I made the flesh right there kind of pop out. So the Bowsette. I add the frills right there. Oh, let's see what else. Oh, light box? Oh, no. Yeah. So what I mean is, go to sleep. If you look here, I like how the stocking or whatever pushes, or the boots kind of pushes into the flesh, or pushes into the legs in general. It doesn't look so wonky like the Bowsette piece. Where is it at? Here it is. See, because what this kind of shows is that the way the skin kind of behaves with the stockings is that it's just, how do I explain it? It seems like there's muscle. Okay, it's like it doesn't seem full, is what it is. So I'm probably gonna have to tweak that right there. Probably fill it in a bit. You know, maybe after I pose it. Pose it here. Yeah, sorry, I think I've prolonged this a little too long. Like I say, thanks for stopping by, and man, this broadcast was kind of longer than expected. I have to wake up in 6 hours. I will broadcast tomorrow though, or I guess that's today. Probably in about 18 hours or so. You just make it, instead of, if it's AM, make it PM and add 6 hours to it, is the time I would do it. In my case, that'd be like 7 o'clock at night, and I'm on the west coast of US. Pacific Coast time, I guess. Pacific. But, I don't know. Looks cool. Kind of like the idea of having a Mario skull there. It's all somehow incorporated into the piece. That'd be cool. And it is to scale, roughly the skull size. Cool. Alright. Thanks for stopping by. Hope it was alright. I hope it was good. Remember, as I said before you could skip, I did watch. Hold on, I need to add. I might have to. Is it bad to have that? Hold on. Server. I guess I'll look at my own time. Alright, thanks for stopping by. I will see you guys the next broadcast, which will be in about 18 hours from now. Yeah, I can't find my broadcast. There it goes. Alright, yeah. Thanks for stopping by and see you next time.